concept of financial independence goes a very long way. So even if a worst case scenario, even if your parents, because of the way our society is structured, are not willing to take you back, you don't actually have to depend on anyone, provided that you have some basic resources to look.
I know a lot of parents who say that, okay, you may never need to work a day in your life, but you should be capable of sustaining yourself, even helping your family out if need be. But let's begin with your experience, Mr. Katti. You obviously got, you felt that the law was really misused and you went through hell.
Yes, you cannot describe the hell I went through. I mean, it's like I was, at the time when the law was started on me, which was in October of 2003, I just climbed up the bridge on the Krishna River, and for 2 hours I was saying, let me jump down. I didn't have the guts to do that, finally. Maybe I didn't become the 52,001th suicide in the country of the married man. The way it was, like, see, these kind of dowry cases or whatever, they do not happen just like that. There's a lot of background which happens, and that's how the misuse starts happening. Typically, see, if you look at my situation, it was the controlling attitude towards any relationship I may have with my family. My wife would never like me to talk to my parents, to talk to my sisters or anybody. So I used to like kind of talk in what is called as chup chup के करता था. हाँ ठीक है भैया, 2 हफ्ते में कभी गए मोबाइल फ़ोन से चलते मोबाइल फ़ोन से बात कर ले. उनके सामने कभी बात करने की मेरे को ये नहीं थी, करते तैयारी नहीं थी. एक बार उन्होंने पकड़ लिया तो मैं स्कूटर में था, उन्होंने धक्का दे दिया. उसका यहाँ पे अभी भी मार्क है, वो अभी भी मार्क है. अभी 1 और साल लगेगा उसको जाने के लिए, बट दैट इज़ हाउ. देन व्हाट हैपेंड इज as it slowly started getting worse and worse. It's like 4 days a month used to be bad days. Earlier, it started becoming like 5 days a month, 6 days a month. After like she became pregnant and the child was born, it became even worse. Because what happens in the time of stress is when your worst or the best comes out. So her worst came out after the child was born, because it had some genetic defects which were corrected with the 2 operations, which was paid for by me and some by her.
You studied at IIT and then you were in IIM, and you obviously come from a background where you well educated and well settled, but the situation was nothing like what you would assume.
I mean, see, when you get into marriage, you expect that there will be a certain bit of adjustment, love and affections. And here it is, I mean, I don't expect to have a, 120 decibels of voice going on in my house every 5 days, all the 5 days. I think that's not the life which we would like to live. Police tried doing counseling, but frankly speaking, in a counseling, a counseling inside a police station has no meaning, wherein you say, if you do not accept to her terms and conditions, we are going to put you in jail. Those kind of counseling has no meaning.
Then she filed a case and you kind of fought it and got out of it.
Yeah, then she filed a case in 2003. We realized that I have almost 31 set of documentation, wherein any reasonable person can easily know that this cannot ever be a dowry case. There can never be a dowry case. There can never be a 490 case. So we immediately went to the High Court and put the plea that whatever it is, whatever be the situation, this cannot be a 498A or a dowry harassment case. And
you won.
And we won in the High Court.
Absolutely.
And she went to Supreme Court. We won in the Supreme Court as well.
Mr. Bajaj, I'd like to come to you. You're still fighting the case. What went wrong between you and your wife, and what is the current situation?
The case is on me, 498A.
The same one?
Yeah.
The dowry.
Yeah, the dowry case. It's on me. And my father-in-law is threatening me that he will file a domestic violence case on me as well. Right? Like, so far you have listened the segment of the woman, there is other side of the coin also. Right? I'm not going to say, my wife is going to say. Just listen.
Yeah, you have a audio clip.
Yeah, I do have audio clips as well as a set of documentary evidences. But still, the case is registered. The case is registered. So far, the charges have not been filed. So, just one second.
Please let's hear.
Listen.
क्या बोलेगी, क्या पागल होगी, क्या करेगी तू?
बहुत कुछ कर सकती हूँ मैं, अभी तक आपने मुझे देखा ही नहीं है। फिर
क्या कर रही है बता? तो क्यों वो फालतू में बात कर रही है?
फिजिकल टॉर्चर करते हैं, मेंटल टॉर्चर करते हैं मेरे साथ, क्योंकि आपने आज तक जिंदगी में मेरी कोई बात नहीं मानी है।
क्या तेरी बात नहीं मानी थी? हर खुशी से जिंदगी में
कौन सी खुशी बेटी?
Well, you know, your wife's obviously saying that I'll file a false case against you. And you ask her what can you do? She said I'll file a false dowry case and I'll take you to
And
police.
She did.
It's done.
It's done.
It's accepted.
And the police says, I'm still wondering how the case is on me.
How can it?
So
How it can be.
was there